I ask for the truth on behalf of Dessie Dzhahova. Apologies for pronunciation there. Or Dessie Dzhahova, or if it's just silent, I couldn't quite get that one, but Dessie, anyway, we got that one for you. And we ask for guidance and insight on behalf of Dessie Dzhahova concerning financial and career issues. And we ask for guidance and insight in the name of truth, right conduct, peace, love and non-violence. Blessed be to the truth always. And we just cut the deck for you there, Dessie. You don't mind me calling you that, probably that's what you're called, so I may as well use your name. It was just Dzhahova, I don't know, it's Dzhahova or Dzhahova, I think, I would assume it is, a silent D. Anyway, let's get on to what we're doing here about, what you've asked about here. How are we going to do that? Well, we'll have to deal some cards, won't we? So what we'll do is, I'll deal out 3 cards. Past, present and future. In this particular case, as you may well have guessed, it's the recent past influence, the present influence and the immediate future influence that we'll be dealing with. Literally dealing with in that sense, forgive the pun. So the first card we deal is, of course, we'll just pull that out. We've asked on your behalf, so remember all the energies are there concerning your financial and career issue that you've raised. And because you've raised that issue, of course, the meaning of the card can be linked to that with regards to or relation to your recent past. A period of time between now and roughly this time last month. What's been going on here? Just flip that card nice and slowly to reveal the energy of the maiden. And the maiden symbolises a new relationship that's been blossoming over the past 3 or 4 weeks or so. Maybe this could have been a help or a hindrance. It could have been a diversion or what, I don't know. But I'm certainly sort of getting that from it. Although there is much sort of decoration, jewellery, or just that border there, that fancy border. Nevertheless, she's in a sort of like a dark room facing outward. Although content, nevertheless. Why am I sort of focusing on that? As if she's content, although surrounded by darkness, protected by some sort of jewelled border or whatever. As if she's grateful for what she's got. A new relationship that blossoms just recently, or that has blossomed, and you've probably met somebody or somebody. Is that what it is? You've just met somebody. Of course, one of the parts of the question was finance as well, and maybe getting in with somebody may help. Sharing somebody else's wealth and may help your own. There's method in madness, isn't there? If you get what I mean, in that sort of I suppose comedic sense. But nevertheless, there is, isn't there? There is method in it. But you're concerned about your finances and your career situation, regardless of this relationship that's blossomed. It's as if you do sort of show some concern about, well, regardless of if we work it out, or if we not work it, if we make it as a couple, or if this goes anywhere, regardless of that, I've still got to look after myself. you're putting number one first, as if the darkness that you're in, you're content by being in there, but nevertheless, you've got to put number one first, and I'm getting that. Why, I don't know. But that's not unwise to do that. It's one thing to be selfless, but it's not selfish to protect yourself, because by doing that you can then be selfless toward others, because you can charge your energies up, can't you, and do whatever. I want to pull out the next card now to see what's happening now, because at the moment we're focusing on what happened. Maybe the new relation that blossomed failed, I don't know, but we'll see what's going on from a career, financially, prosperity sort of point of view. Here, notice the key, the energy of the key. That's an interesting vibration going on right now. Just really indicating that locked doors can now be opened for you. Of course, it's one thing, as we've often said about the key before, isn't it? You can have the key to a door, you can even unlock it, but it's up to you to open it and go through it. Notice it's surrounded by darkness. Is it the same darkness that that surrounds the maiden, saying, "Come, enter into this relationship. I can unlock doors for you. But be prepared for what's on the other side regardless." As if it's the key to not just a door, but maybe a box. Pandora's box, maybe. Pandora's door. That's you have to say box, because then he has about a Pandora's box. It sounds a bit more of a phrase than Pandora's door. And it sort of rhymes a bit, doesn't it? It's got a bit of a poetic sense to it, but nevertheless, are you prepared? Of course, it's risks, isn't it? Risks. Doors are unlocked, but of course, if you don't know what's behind them, you have to open them to see what's behind them. It's as if there's opportunities there that you think aren't there because you can't see them. A bit like when you put something in a cupboard and shut the door on it. Does it disappear and turn into some etherical state? Or does it remain a cup until you open the door and see until the light shines on it again? And because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. That's what it seems to be implying to me in this particular scenario. Because you may have met somebody new, or there's a new relationship blossoming, or there has been blossoming in your recent past, doesn't mean you should jeopardise your career. Why am I sort of thinking that maybe you're putting him first, or you're putting your love affairs, as you would say, first, trying to find some security there in the heart. Yes, it's true that security does exist in the heart, but of course you're in a three-dimensional world on the earth, aren't you? And you have to survive in that world. And doors are being unlocked for you now, but are you prepared to? Do you perceive those unlocked doors as a risk, and are afraid to go through them? Is that the darkness that surrounds the keys? For as much as you hold the key to them and can unlock them, are you afraid of what's behind them? From the financial point of view, of course, new doors opening and closing, in the sense opening opportunities to make more money. or whatever for a higher income. But a new relationship has blossomed, so I sort of got as though you sort of been pulled between one and the other. The new relationship that's blossoming or started to blossom, in the sense that's the new relationship that started off and you don't know where it's going to go, as it can get serious or not, or the sort of uncertainty of unlocked doors you will be able to open, but it's up to you to go through them. I want to see though what's in the immediate future, what vibrates there. Do you manage to go through those doors? Unlocked doors can be opened. It doesn't mean that doesn't mean that you're going to open them though. But let's just see what is here. This is a period of time between now and this time next month, roughly. That's where it vibrates, and we're sort of within that sort of period. It's not rocket science, but it's as near as damn it. The mystic circle, as we just revealed there to you, the mystic circle. Notice there the elder fourth arc there, the runes, the runic energies. Maybe we could pull some runes out here and just see what's vibrating there. In that sense, really just indicating that your abilities will be enhanced if you go through these doors. I got a sort of sense as though this is training, although the oracle hasn't shown its face in the sense to seek wisdom and guidance in any way. Nevertheless, I do sort of sense as though your abilities will be enhanced as you go through those doors, if you choose to go through them. What happens about that relationship that's just started, I don't know. It's as if that gets either left behind or is in the background. Maybe that's why I'm sort of focusing on the maiden. Although content, there's darkness in the background, and the background there, the border and whatever. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you feel you're secure there, but just not secure in the other department. Your abilities will be enhanced very soon, and obviously if that means a training course or what, I don't know. And that's what I'm sort of getting from it. I want to pull out some runes here to see what let's just see what the energies were around the maiden. That's an interesting one. That's throwing me a bit, actually. The more I look at it, the more it throws me. I'll just pull out an energy there, a runic energy, the Jira. The Jira there, it's in like the sort of shape of a grain of corn, hasn't it? And that symbolises, of course, a year of good harvest, or a good year of harvest. As if whoever it is you've met, you feel you've met the right one, basically, and you've had a good, whatever seeds that you planted to get this one going. It's paid off, for as much as it's a new relationship that's blossoming, I suppose, in that literal sense. It nevertheless is a harvest of a complete harvest as well. The key, the energy of the key where unlocked doors can be opened for you is the ISA. Isn't that an interesting, that's an interesting development there, ISA. In the sense it's ice that freezes. Of course, everything in the river stops flowing, and then when it thaws out again, it carries on from where it left off. As if the unlocked doors that can be opened are a delay, a form of delay. Maybe it could be a positive delay in the form of like giving you a chance to regroup in some way, but it will delay maybe the relationship or the good harvest or whatever it is. Although you've had a good harvest, there's going to be a delay in the form of new doors opening and closing. Why would that create a delay though? Although the doors are opening and closing for you, you've got the keys to them, the unlocked doors can be opened. I get a sort of sense as though right now there is a delay in the process of it. It's happening, but a bit slower than expected. And maybe that's the financial concern as well. Maybe a cheque hasn't come through, or a bill hasn't been paid, or you know, some sort of debit hasn't been paid to you, or credit, or whatever credit hasn't been paid to you, or some debit hasn't been paid off on time, or something, and you're concerned about maybe why that's a bit of a delay. There's always something, anything that can go wrong will go wrong at the most inconvenient time. People don't sort of play the game, and they tend to delay things and blame it on computers and things like that afterwards. But what about your abilities enhanced? Remember the runic energies there, the Thoth arc, and notice there we've got the energy of Perthro, which is of course the cup that you hold the dice in, isn't it? You just see that there, and it's a cup that you put the dice in and then throw the dice, and you know, but it's viewed on its side like that, so that's what that's the Perthro there, and that represents casting lots, in the sense that your abilities that are about to be enhanced will be it'll be a gamble if the skills that you gain are the right ones or not. That's what I'm sensing from that. Unless you can look at that and say, well, casting lots over enhanced abilities, what would it mean for you? Of course, you're quite in within your rights to try and read it as well. But that's what I'm getting from it. I've often heard that I originally learnt that the Perthro can also mean secrets being revealed, in the sense that as your abilities are enhanced, it reveals secrets, maybe abilities you didn't know you got. And the delay that's happening now are those abilities that are lying dormant like ice until they thaw out, and the key that provides to open the door of opportunity for you. The doors are unlocked, ready for you to open them and go through them now, but of course there's a slight delay. But the gamble is the skills that you use, the abilities that are enhanced or are gained or acquired or whatever. Do you end up training to become a brain surgeon and end up sweeping the streets or something? I don't know. It's that sort of thing where there may be an incompatibility. I don't know. I'm just surmising there, though. But it's that sort of thing. But the relationship that has been enhanced, that was a good harvest. That was classed as an achievement for you. I think you did feel as though, well, at least something started, even if my finances haven't, and even if my career's sort of on the rocks, at least there's a relationship starting. At least we can kick off the game, as you would say, on a good footing, which you did kick off over the past 3 or 4 weeks or so on a good footing there. But of course, things are just delayed at the time. Right now, of course, and due to that delay, that can be a bit of a hindrance for you, can't it? It can be for anybody. But I think for now, what it's now time to do for you, until next time, we'll cast a shadow. These cards and these runes have spoken.